Riverton Pointe members. This is Sue Cleveland with the last day of our 2024 12 Days of Fitness and Wellness Challenge. We have talked about so many different things, so many aspects of fitness and wellness during the last 11 days. We've talked about things like strength training. We've talked about cardiovascular fitness, water intake, fruit and vegetable intake, sleep hygiene. We've talked about emotional, mental things like gratitude, doing puzzles and games, all kinds of things, just to make sure that we're getting the complete picture of wellness. And we would be grossly amiss if we didn't talk about the last thing today, which is flexibility stretching. The number one thing that most people who work out don't do. They don't feel like it's worth the time. Well, truly, use it or lose it really applies with stretching. You need to make sure that you're stretching your muscles, you're moving them through their range of motion, and then stretching them when you're finished. Make sure that you can maintain that range of motion. For example, if we're working chest by doing a whole bunch of chest presses, our chest stays contracted in this position. And unless we stretch it, we end up walking around like this. I'm sure you've seen some people like that, right? So we need to be stretching the chest if we're strengthening it. So there are so many different ways to stretch. I like using a strap. We have some of these in the fitness center. You can use these to do chest stretching, bringing your arms up overhead. You can stretch out your arms and your side by gently pulling. You can also stretch your legs if you sit on a mat. Let me show you. So again, if we don't elongate the muscles that we're using, we're going to eventually lose their range of motion. That is the number one reason why people incur injuries as well. So please make sure you're stretching every day, especially after doing cardiovascular or strength exercises. If you want a personal stretch program put together, please come see me at the Wellness Center, and I would be happy to set you up with one. So that concludes our 12 Days of Fitness and Wellness 2024. I hope that you found these beneficial, that you've enjoyed them. Please give me your feedback, maybe on what you want to see for next year. But in the meantime, please start practicing these things, and let's make 2025 the healthiest year you've ever had. It doesn't matter how old you are. Thank you so much for your participation.